Hello, my name is Madeline. I'm a student from TLU, currently taking medical terminology. This is a project for my class, and today I'm going to teach you about our lymphatic system. Your body has three lines of defense. Your physical mechanisms, such as your skin, mucous membranes, saliva, tears, and the hairs of your nostrils. Your cellular mechanisms, which are defensive cells that attack the suspicious ones, which is the basis for your lymphatic system. And your humoral defense mechanisms, which are antibodies found in the body fluids that bind to bacteria, marking them for destruction, which is the basis for the immune system. Your lymphatic system has three components. The first one being the lymphatic capillaries and vessels, which are similar to blood vessels, which penetrate into the spaces of almost every tissue in the body. A group of tissues and organs that produce immune cells, and lymph, a clear colorless fluid that flows through the network of lymphatic capillaries and vessels. The lymphatic system functions to absorb excess interstitial fluid and return it to the bloodstream, remove foreign chemicals, cells, and debris from tissues, and absorb dietary lipids from the small intestine. Then you have your lymphatic cells. There are many lymphatic cells. One of them being your T lymphocytes or T cells, which make up about 75 to 85% of the body's lymphocytes. There are several types of T cells. First being your cytotoxic or killer T cells, which destroy target cells. Then you have your helper T cells that begin the defensive response against a specific antigen. You have memory T cells that if they encounter an antigen that they have already encountered in the past, they can kill it quickly or destroy it quickly. And suppressor T cells, which suppress activation of the immune system when necessary. And if those aren't working correctly, you can get an autoimmune disease. And you have your B lymphocytes or B cells, which respond to a specific antigen and cause the production of antibodies. Then you have your null cells, which are large granular lymphocytes or natural killer cells, and macrophages, which ingest and destroy tissue, debris, bacteria, and other foreign matter. This process is known as phagocytosis. Then you have your lymphatic organs. Our spleen, which is your largest lymphatic organ, functions to produce T cells, B cells, and macrophages, phagocytize bacteria and other foreign materials, as well as old defective erythrocytes and platelets, initiate the immune response, and serve as a reservoir for erythrocytes and platelets. Our tonsils are two masses of lymphatic tissue at the beginning of the pharynx that entrap inhaled and ingested pathogens. The thymus gland is where T cells develop and mature, and then when they're ready to be released, they'll be released into our bloodstream. Next, I'm going to talk to you about some word elements. So here were some I thought were important. All and erg, you can see, can come together to create allergen. You have immune, which is immunology, and immunity. You have patho for pathogen. And then phage and phago both mean to eat. And you have macrophage and a phagocyte or phagocytize. And here we can actually see the terminology. So some of them actually being put together. So here we can see allergen, where that comes from, and gen also meaning to produce. An antibody, remember immune, immunity or immunize. So how those can be different. You have, remember, patho is disease, and then gen is to create, so reproduce, so pathogen. Remember, macro, large, and then phage was to eat, and then you also have phago, which also means to eat, cyte, so to eat cell, and then antigen, against and produce. So I thought those were some really important ones in this chapter. So why does the lymphatic system matter? Our lymphatic system is really important, and our immune system, because without those we would constantly be sick, bedridden, we wouldn't live very long. So our lymphatic system is really important. It keeps us healthy, and when we do get sick, we build up an immunity to these diseases, viruses, bacteria, whatever it is that invaded our body. So next time that comes, we already have a immunity to it, and we won't be as prone to getting very sick. We also have vaccines, which also work to help create immunity, and those are also very important. And with these things, with our vaccines and with our lymphatic system that helps us stay at homeostasis, we can stay very healthy and fight off all those bacterias and viruses and diseases. So stay well, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.